So hello everyone, and welcome to our special feature on one of the most dynamic and historical rich cities in the Greater Vancouver area, New Westminster. I'm Adam Lloyd, and I run the Adam Lloyd home selling team out of Coquitlam, BC. I'm also the CEO of Stonehouse Realty, and with over 2 decades in the real estate industry, I've had the unique privilege of witnessing the remarkable transformation of this beautiful city. So today, I'm excited to take you on a journey through New Westminster, an area that's not just a thriving economic hub, but also a warm and welcoming community. So whether you're a history enthusiast or a lover of the arts, or someone who enjoys the tranquility of nature, New Westminster has something special for everyone. So join me as we explore this hidden gem, the bustling streets, the serene parks, and everything in between that makes New Westminster not just a place to live, but a place to call home. And by the way, if you are looking to buy, sell, or lease real estate, give me a call. We would love to help you. I've grown up and lived in this area for many years, and I have a lot of insight that many people don't. Let's get started. Okay. Okay, so New Westminster is pretty much located in the center of the lower mainland, they call it. You got Vancouver on one side, Surrey on the other, Richmond over here. If you're familiar with UBC or North Van over there. If you kind of go out a bit more, everybody knows up here Whistler, which is probably about an hour and a half away. We're also located right beside the border with Victoria here over on the other side of the ocean there. Okay, so let's get into New Westminster. As you can see here, it's surrounded by Burnaby on this side, Coquitlam, the Fraser River, which comes through in Surrey on the other side. Over here is what they call the Delta, over towards Richmond, and Delta over here. Coming through, like New Westminster is not a very big area compared to some other municipalities. So we have here Queensborough, which is on the far end over here. You kind of have to go over the Fraser River to get to it. It's its own little island. Over there, you have Connaught Heights, West End, kind of famous Queen's Park. Queen's Park has a lot of heritage homes in it, and Saffordton. Let's see here. Now, like New Westminster, I'm not sure if you guys, people know this, but New Westminster was one of the first incorporated cities in BC. It was also the capital of BC at one point in time. I think it was like 1859, somewhere around there. So it's got a lot of rich history. When you look at certain areas in New Westminster, like particularly like Queen's Park, it's got a lot of heritage homes in there. They have one of the biggest parks. It's namely the biggest park in New Westminster. A lot of things that you can do there. They have a skating rink. They have soccer fields, baseball fields, all that. They have a dog park, petting zoo, you name it. Pretty much have quite a bit there. And you can see like this is, I guess, the 1A, which they're actually changing this bridge here, so I don't see it. So this is called the Petula Bridge, which comes from Surrey over to New Westminster. And there's a train track on this side, but there will be a new bridge that kind of comes along here that they're working on right now. So these photos here are probably about I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years old. Let's see what things that happen. So some things that happen in New West, I think when you're looking at New Westminster, it's a really pretty place. It's got, a lot of things. One of the biggest, I guess, events that happens throughout the year is going to be something called the Hayek Festival. They have fireworks there. They have what they call a May Day parade. And it happens pretty much all of New Westminster. There's one day where they close it down, and down here, if I come in through 26th Street, which is kind of considered the main drag of New Westminster, which is this road here, they close this whole street down, and there's a parade that runs through. All the businesses and communities get involved in it, which is really good. They have a river festival down at the river here, which is quite good. Where is it? The Parquet Quayside. See my bearings here, right there. So down here is what they call the Quay. Down here, there's a lot of businesses down here. There's a huge promenade that you can walk through all along here. Beautiful walks in the summer or anytime that it's nice out in the city. There they have a festival that happens every year called the River Festival. They also have a Columbia Street Fest, which happens along Columbia Street through here. They actually block this street down, and it's probably one of the largest festivals for street trucks, like for the food trucks in Canada. Really, really good time there. Let's see, they have family days, summer concerts, all that kind of stuff. One of the areas that's a really popular, if you like views, living in condo living and stuff, is what they call the Quay. So all throughout here, I'll kind of come into here. There is all these high rises that are up through here and some low rises here. The one maybe drawback is these are trains here. So, if you live on the backside, they can be noisy, especially when they're shunting or connecting together. But throughout here, it's some really nice views, great place to live in here. Another area that's quite good is called the West End of New Westminster. Very popular area, especially along these streets here as you kind of go up towards 10th, which is a little bit busy maybe, but it's very busy. It's one of the main thoroughways. And you've got these nice streets here in the West End, which is Dublin, London, Edinburgh. And they stretch all the way down from 20th all the way to about 6th, which is right around here, 10th, 8th, right around. I think it ends at 10th. Yes, it does. Now, this year, the Moody Park, great park in New Westminster. They've got what they call Century House, which is like more of like a senior's place. They have lawn bowling, outdoor pool, which is really good. Now, kitty corner to this, again, this Google Maps is a little bit old. They actually, this is at one time it was one of the largest schools in BC. New Westminster Senior Secondary actually went there. Now they've torn it down and they have a new school, which is right here. So New Westminster Secondary, and it's a great school. It's really big. Used to be two schools. They combined it into one. They also have what they call Massey Theatre here, which is a great theater. So if you like the arts, New Westminster has a lot of culture and arts theaters and stuff like that you can go to. So that's a great place to go. Now, there are quite a bit of schools in New Westminster, probably about 15 schools, whether you're going to a private school. So there's Our Lady of Mercy here, which is a Catholic school, St. Thomas More, which is the high school. We have a Christian school. We have a couple private schools like Urban Academy. I think if I kind of pull out here, Urban Academy would be up by, where is Urban Academy? I think it's Urban Academy would be up here. There it is, right there. The Christian school is actually in Burnaby. That would be over here by called John Knox. And there's many elementary schools. One of the newest elementary schools was over by the St. Mary's Hospital here, which is going to be right there. So great, like lots. We actually even have like post-secondary too. So the post-secondary is New Westminster, but we have Douglas College. So through here you can go. Douglas College is all through here, been there for a long time. And that's more what we call downtown New Westminster, where all the businesses are. New Westminster has probably one of the largest, I guess, hospitals in BC as well. So that is up in the Saperton area. So Saperton area right here is, it's Burnett. Let me just make sure I get, or is that, no, I'm going too far. There it is, right in the middle. So this is another commercial area. There's a Starbucks here, a corner, church, the whole works, another park. But if you're, there's a whole new development in this area. Brown's Social House, Save on Foods. So this is a little bit of a downtown area as well within Saperton. And then the hospital is all here. It's a really massive hospital, and they're adding on to it as well. It all extends in this entire area from Sherbrooke all the way to Carey Street. And another thing to add too is that we have three SkyTrain stations, 4 SkyTrain stations. So we have Braid Street, Saperton, Saperton, and there's 2 more here which are not popping up here. Where are they? Right here is right by the Anvil Center. There's New Westminster Station, and right there, Columbia Street Station. And right down here, as we go through, there is one more all the way down here, which is 22nd Street. So if we come up here, there's 4 SkyTrain stations in New Westminster. So it makes it really accessible no matter where you're going, which is nice. You can kind of get off anywhere and be in one of the, major areas to kind of like walk home, or you can take a quick Uber ride. What else here? I think, it being a prime location, you can kind of get to anywhere from New Westminster, which is good because it's kind of an arterial road from any, like if the A1 comes through here or the number 1 highway. Eventually, there's a plan actually in New Westminster to go from when they do this new bridge, new Petula Bridge, and it's going to connect all the way to the number 1 highway through Burnaby through here one day. A lot of people don't know this, but this is going to happen one day. If you kind of go down the Burnett Street, it'll connect you to the number 1 here. You see there's an IKEA there not too far away. This Mariner Way will take you all the way into Vancouver. And if you take this street here, which is 12th in New Westminster, it connects to, once you hit Burnaby, it'll be Kingsway, and that'll take you all the way to downtown Vancouver. Well, if if you're like me, always like a beer here and there. Some great, there's some great pubs, restaurants in New Westminster. One of the great ones here is, for restaurants, there's a lot of good restaurants here, but when you have a, what was it, Old Spaghetti Factory, I guess you're big, right? So Old Spaghetti Factory right downtown, Kelly O'Brien's great pub. You come up into New Westminster on 6th here, right around this area here. There's one called the Rivers Reach. I think it's somewhere in and around here. Oh, I think it's, where is it? Probably right there, Rivers Reach. So kind of walking distance, and this is more of a downtown area. This, like around 6 here, separates Queen's Park from what they call Uptown or New Westminster. There's also up here a great shopping. So that would be right around here. This is where you're going to have your Walmart and everything here. So there's lots of shops here. It's not a huge, small, but a great one that, if you need to pick up groceries or anything like that, or do some shopping, they even have a Winners inside there as well. The public library is there. One thing about New West too is because we have so much heritage like through here, they have something called the Heritage Tour. They do it once a year where you can kind of actually see some of these heritage homes in New Westminster. A lot of these homes are built like 100, almost 100 years ago, and many of them have been, refurbished and made into some very nice homes. Um, yeah, we talked about the Sky Trains, restaurants. There's a couple of Everlake Greek food. You come into New Westminster, right down on I think it's right around here. Yeah, there's a couple great Stefano's Greek Taverna Greeka, great restaurants. Really nice views of the Taverna Greeka. Stefano's really nice ambiance there. If you need to go if you love your Greek food like I do. Pure West Park. This is actually the newest park. They're doing a lot of developments here. Actually, Boza, if they pretty much torn this whole front street part down. There's two high rises going in here with the new park. Some great shops and a nice restaurant here that's going to be there. So yeah, right now, if you actually take a look, they're, I would say, 70% complete of these two high rises. Very, very big high rises, like 40, 50 stories. And this is another shopping area here that was probably finished maybe within the last 10 years. So they've got, cinemas here, Safeway, lots of shops here. It's like two levels, and you can really easy to get in and out of the SkyTrain from there as well. Um, you know, I hope this gives you a really good idea of kind of where to live in New Westminster. I guess if you wanted to be specific areas that, if you're looking to buy a condo in New Westminster, I think you're going to be focusing a lot of the downtown area in here. There's a lot of high rises, very easy to get accessible to the SkyTrains, get downtown if you want to, because, the prices as you go downtown are a lot more expensive. By living in this area, it gives you a really good kind of accessibility to kind of, get on the SkyTrain, go to the Canucks game, which makes it really easy. If you're looking to live in, if you're like I guess more of a townhouse style. There's many townhouses, and especially with the new changes in the laws where there used to be age restrictions and now there's not. This area used to be all age restrictions pretty much, which is called Glenbrook North. These areas are a little bit older condos, townhomes were made in the 1990s, and now you know, usually those ones are a little bit bigger. Like the ones all here, like 2,400 square feet. These ones, there's some condos along here as well. You can get easily 1,100 square foot condos and townhouses here because of the time they were built in. So great area if you're looking for maybe some older product that has a bigger square footage, bigger footprint. This area is really new. Ani built this a few years ago, and they're pretty much finished now. Victoria Hill, it's called. Now, there's a few high rises, townhouses in here. Like this area is really nice if you're looking to be in the townhouses in the back. It's all treed. Queens Park, mainly houses. They really focus on this, on making sure that it doesn't change anything but houses. They have a heritage committee here that watches over this quite diligently. So not much development as far as houses there. Throughout here, this area of an uptown, mainly a lot of rentals in here. There is a few resale here. So you're going to find mostly rentals in this area here. And some older homes, houses, maybe some duplexes. Now, the West End, I really like this area. Up here is probably the most coveted area. Down here in the West End as well is really nice with some views. As you kind of get closer to Stewartson, and the SkyTrain does get a little bit noisy because the train does run all along New Westminster. The closer you do get to it, a little bit the noisier it is. I pretty much lived on Edinburgh Street in this kind of area right here, or actually Henry right there. And then from here, like in East Burnaby for a long, long time, those areas, you don't really hear the trains from these areas here, so you're pretty good. Another area that's really popular is this particular area here. The lots are a little bit smaller, and Glenbrook North have a great school. It's a French immersion school in here, which is popular and it's close to the parks and other schools and stuff like that. So this area is a great area to live in. Blackman, Ninth, Sandringham, Osborne, all great area. And then you're close to this mall here. So here they've got a couple of Safeway stores, liquor store. Inside here's the mall with a bunch of little shops and stuff. It's nothing big, but every time if you're coming home from work, it's a great place to stop to pick up the things that you need. The Justice Institute is there. And one other thing too, this is something that's just changed. So the Canada Games Pool, been around forever. They've actually torn this down and they're almost complete, the new Canada Games Pool. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to go to it. It's going to be awesome. They have the fire hall around the corner here, but it's they've kept the curling club there, but just kind of changed this area. And it really kind of runs this whole area. It's going to be super nice. So if you're coming to New Westminster, check it out. Great place to live is throughout here. Now, when you come through here, this area kind of raises up. So Durham Street, Massey, all this area here, great area to live in. You get some beautiful views. It's a little bit hilly as you go up through here through Massey Street, Williams, York. This is all great area to live in. This whole area along here is really, really nice as you get into, Hume Park and stuff like that. East Columbia is really busy and it does get a little bit lower down here. So you don't get as much sun just because of the way the land goes. So this area here is not as coveted. The border along through here ends up being Burnaby, and this is New Westminster. And then you come down here to Braid Street. So this part is actually quite nice. Smaller lots, but they've got this park here that's really nice for kids. So this is pretty much New Westminster in a nutshell. I'm actually going to do some more videos on the areas of, let's say, these like Sapperton and New West, because a lot you can kind of get into of these specific areas. So hopefully you really like this. I encourage you to kind of explore, the area of New Westminster. It's a great area, great culture, a lot of good, people, things to do, and kind of see what it is. So, real estate is a really great passion of mine. I've been doing it for years. If you ever need anything, whether you're looking to buy or sell, give me a call. I hope this was useful and answered a lot of questions for you about maybe where to live. Comment down below in the comments here if you have anything that I could have done better. Would love to hear about it. And again, give me a call if you need any help with your real estate needs in the Lower Mainland. Take care.